So, if you guys remember, a few weeks ago, I talked about the Death of the Justice League, the upcoming event in Justice League where several members of the main cast will be killed off and make way for a new version of the Justice League. And now we know that there is something bigger on the horizon with this story, and that is Dark Crisis. The most stupid name I've heard for a crisis. Literally, this is something like a 15-year-old edgelord who thinks he's a great DC writer would put on his fanfiction. Dark Crisis. The name is really dumb. But, stupid-ass name aside, I am interested in this event because this event is going to be doing something, and actually, I will say, disclaimer, that there is stuff in here that I am, concerned about. Like, there is stuff in here that I'm like, is this gonna work? Because this is literally what 5G, I guess, was what they wanted to do with 5G. I guess this is what they wanted to do. I thought they were done with the 5G shit after Future State, which, in fairness, a lot of that stories were apparently good. My friend Chris, the Mount Vernon kid, is going to be sending me some of the Future State books, so I'll do reviews on those at some point. But but Dark Crisis really does feel like we're going into the 5G stuff, which I'm fine with. It's nice to see that these characters are some characters like Yara and Jonathan are going to be getting more of the center stage, which I really like. I do like that. But it's just the name bothers me. But at the same time, I'm getting a lot of 5G vibes from this, and I guess they wanted to take the idea of the 5G thing and make it into something. So hopefully this will be better than the original idea where we just get rid of the old characters entirely. At least here, with this is that you could say, oh, the Justice League can come back because death in comics is power napping, really. And besides, it'd be kind of I just want DC to do all new, all different better than Marvel did with all new, all different, where a lot of that was just post-Secret Wars where we had all these characters, and it was like Amadeus Hulk, we had Jane Foster Thor, which was previous, and all of it just felt like it was trying way too hard to be, the changes were trying way too hard to be something that, were just kind of, I wouldn't say forced, but more like it just happened all too quickly. It just all happened with a snap of the finger. It all, like a Thanos snap. It just happened way too fast. Here, at least you can say that this story has been built up for a while. This crisis has been built up for a while. Also, thank God we have Darkseid back as a villain in a Crisis story, because we haven't had that since Final Crisis. And I'll be the advocate here. I don't think Final Crisis is a good story. I don't think it's a good event. But it's fun. It's fun. I will say, it's fun. It has some interesting elements. But it is very Grant Morrison. That's all I can say. It is very Grant Morrison. And it's kind of fun to see Darkseid be the villain again. It's just kind of fun to see him be the center of an event again. I haven't seen that in a while. You could say, oh, but what about, such and, those were all mini story arcs. We finally have an event where Darkseid is taking center stage. So I'm kind of happy about that. And also, it looks like he's not alone because he's going to have the Spectre working for him. Which, that made me go, what? The Spectre's working for Darkseid? Okay. I mean, it's not the first time the Spectre's gone rogue. I mean, obviously, in Infinite Crisis, that was a whole thing. So, I am going to say, here's my fringe theory regarding the Spectre real quick. I think, I've got a few theories for Dark Crisis, but this is going to be my first one. I think we're going to get a new host for the Spectre. I think we're going to get a new host, in Infinite Crisis, where the Spectre was no longer tethered to anyone. It was put to Crispin Allen. So I think what's going to happen is that the Spectre's going to go rogue, and they're going to God, or as they call him, the Presence, is going to put the Spectre in a new body. As to who? That could be anybody. If they are trying to, say Bruce Wayne is dead, I would say, wouldn't it be kind of fun if Bruce Wayne became the Spectre? I mean, I really liked Hal Jordan when he was the Spectre. I thought that was a really cool idea in Day of Judgment. So it'd be kind of cool, like, if they're going to go all out with this whole death of the main Justice League, it'd be kind of cool to have, like, Bruce Wayne literally become the spirit of vengeance. That'd be, I am vengeance, now I'm really the knight, bitch. Could you imagine, like, a Bruce Wayne Spectre, by the way? Like, the cloak, the cloak is like Batman, like, the cape is all, like, Batman shaped, and there's the bat symbol like burned into his skin. It's be kind of badass, really. Like now I'm like saying this, it's not gonna happen, but like now I'm like wanting this, but I know now it's not gonna happen. But that's a fringe theory that I don't think. While I don't think it will be Bruce Wayne, my theory is there is going to be a new host for the Spectre. Like there is going to be a new holder for the Spectre. Another theory I think is going to happen, I think Hal Jordan's going to go evil again. I just have this sneaking feeling they're going to have Hal Jordan go evil again. Why? Because they're putting a lot of emphasis on Hal Jordan being the survivor, the only survivor of what happened to the Justice League. And that's kind of like, I have this feeling like, Hal of all people, and not to discredit Hal Jordan at the Green Lantern, not to discredit him, but like, I have, like, they're really, like, either they're A, going to have him lead the new Justice League, or B, I think he is, like, either mind-controlled or under the influence of Parallax again. There just seems like something, like, they're really putting a lot of emphasis on Hal, and usually when they do that, in DC Comics, that's never a good thing for Hal. That's never, at no point, that has been a good thing for Hal Jordan. Whenever DC puts a lot of emphasis on Hal, either his life's gonna get fucked up or he's gonna go nuts. It's one of two things. So who the hell knows? So that's my theory. Also, looks like Darkseid's gonna be bringing like Doomsday and other major villains, and I've waited to see Jonathan go up against Doomsday. We know that Jonathan has been holding back more than Clark with his power, so I've been waiting to see a villain like Darkseid or Doomsday for Jonathan to really go all out, because we know he's holding back more than Clark. So I can't wait to see Jonathan Kent really just cut loose on like Darkseid, or better yet, Doomsday. I'm not saying he could probably kill Doomsday, but I do think he is gonna fuck him up. I do think those two are gonna fuck each other up real bad. Yeah, it's a fascinating. But then, like again, with all crises, it's like if you don't like the current continuity with a crisis, just wait 5 years. You'll get another DC reboot. That's the big thing. Is that did we really need a crisis so soon? We just got past Dark Knight's Metal. We really did. We just got past Death Metal, and now we're like, oh, time for another reboot. And I'm like, guys, it's way too soon. We just had a universe level event a while ago that dealt with the multiverse and all that, and now we're doing. That's my big thing here. That's one of my big warning signs. Is that it's not so much, oh, we're passing the torch to new characters. It's more like, it's a little too soon. I'm still, like, getting over Death Metal. Like, it just happened. Guys, it was 2 years ago. Just, could you wait one more year? Maybe? Just one more year. That's all I'm asking, is, like, maybe one more year, and then we can do Dark Crisis? No, okay, fine. Alright. So, let's just say I'm optimistic about this event. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Dark Crisis? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? I wish we had a different name. This is such a bad name. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Dark Crisis? What are some of your theories for it? Do you think we'll get a new host for the Spectre? Who do you think it would be? Do you think Hal is going to go Parallax again? Who the fuck knows? And who do you want to see on this new Justice League? Pretty sure we're going to get Black Adam on this Justice League. He's already on the Justice League now, but he's getting a movie, so Black Adam's going to be on the Justice League more. Be weird if Harley gets on the Justice League. Just saying. So yeah, just comment below, let me know, and as always, if you haven't already, hit the link below to my Patreon. And other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.